What's going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to the channel. Jerome Powell speaking today, and it seems as if Jerome Powell is finally coming to his senses. And this is very, very good for the crypto market at large moving forward. We're going to dive into it, guys, in this video. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe down below. We've got to go. We've got to jump in here and talk a little bit about what Jerome Powell just said that should be very, very bullish for the markets. Real quick before we jump in, if you guys want exclusive access to my inner circle, you want to see my entire portfolio, my buy and sell alerts, my AI generated crypto picks that are undervalued as well, and join my entire investing community, more perks are coming too. All of this for 90 cents a day, guys. We've got $27 for the monthly, $77 quarterly, $297 if you just want to hop in for the full year. We threw Aster in there at 60 cents right before it went parabolic. We've had 2 or 3 other double ups here in our first week since we went live. We're trying to get ahead of the market, guys. If you want to join the inner circle, links down below. Of course, none of this is financial advice. You're just joining an unbelievable investing community that is all like-minded, trying to win and get ahead of these markets and try to front-run narratives. That's really the biggest thing that you have to do in today's markets, given that the institutions are here. So get exclusive access, join the inner circle, link at the top of the description. I'll see you on the inside, and let's jump in and talk a little bit about this main storyline, guys. This is breaking from the afternoon speech by Jerome Powell. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has acknowledged that President Trump's tariffs are not a major driver of consumer inflation. Now, this is a huge pivot for Powell because he has been talking about how, this was creating a lot of uncertainty still in the markets. We don't know how it's going to impact inflation. Now he's basically saying that, hey, the tariffs are proven to be not a huge driver of consumer inflation. He confirmed that tariff revenues are climbing and that American consumers are bearing little of the cost. And it's time to admit the so-called experts got it wrong. President Trump and Scott Bessent were right all along, it looks as if, is what Jerome Powell basically said today. And a lot of people weighing in on this, responding to this in real time. And here you go. I mean, here's kind of what's going on right now. Outside of just that, people are mentioning kind of a lot of the same here. Just in Jerome Powell says the Federal Reserve is well positioned after last week's rate cuts. Markets watching closely for the next move. Jerome Powell still calling it a challenging situation that they find themselves in. And he says that stock prices appear fairly high valued. And he noted that asset prices, a category that typically includes stocks and other risk instruments, are at elevated levels. During a speech in Providence, Rhode Island, the central bank leader was asked how much emphasis he and his colleagues place on market prices and whether they have higher tolerance for higher values. But this was the big storyline. He said that tariffs have had a smaller impact on inflation than the Fed initially expected. And this is big because it's one of the reasons why he was hesitant to cut rates in the first place. He didn't know what the fallout would be from the tariffs. And he did say that, basically without saying that there are future rate cuts on the table. And I think a lot of people now are expecting at least one more, maybe even 2 more by year's end. The market's not responding great to anything right now. It's pretty flat across the board. Bitcoin pretty flat. We still do have Aster up here scorching right now, up 39%. It did hit some new all-time highs today. Zcash, Mantle, AVAX, all still up on the day, pulling back here in the last hour. But to me, this is just one big opportunity to accumulate here ahead of Q4. That's what I've been saying all along. A little bit of a pullback, nothing to be, freaking out about by any means in my opinion here. And I feel like this is just another accumulation zone before we get into the best of times, which should start to take off in Q4 for us in the cryptocurrency markets. So that's kind of where we are right now. If you guys are looking to get a 20% deposit bonus on one of the top exchanges out there, WEEX, there's a link down below. Just partnered up with these guys, and they're going to match and give you 20% on top of whatever you put in, and start trading with me over at WEEX. Going to have a bunch of great opportunities with you through WEEX, so shout out to them for the great partnership, and I'll leave that link down below as well. And like I mentioned at the top of the video, if you want exclusive access to the inner circle, tons of great perks. Come over and join us, and we'll see you guys on the inside. But that's what we got from the news desk here this afternoon, and much more will be coming throughout this afternoon and this evening. Got a bunch of videos to put out there, so make sure you guys are locked in. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We'll see you guys in the next one.